So my first question is about Lisa during the first season. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you had to convey a girl that has doubts about herself and what she wants of life, but at the same time she appears to be very confident about what she wants. But we can see that she's struggling internally. What was the process for you to bring someone like Lisa to life?
I mean, I kind of felt like time traveling to my own teenage times because I think we all know the time where we don't know what we want, what's going on, and then especially when you spend time somewhere else, like Lisa did, where she was in America, and then you come back home and you kind of feel lost. I could identify with that because I myself was in America when I was 16, and then I came back and I didn't really know where my home was and who my friends were. So for the story of Lisa, I just went back into my memories and kind of remembered how I felt and what were questions that I asked myself and what gave me kind of a place to know where I should go.
Okay. So, Max, you and Danilo, you have a lot of contact with programming language, technology concepts. It's a big part of the plot. What I was
Yes.
wondering is if you had any special preparation, like did you have to learn how to program, how to type, or about some concept like the deep and dark web?
Yeah, well, we had some workshops and classes into programming and how we have to use the keys and stuff. But actually, a lot of stuff that's in the show was made by hand tools because we were not able to do it that fast on this professional. But we tried. So, like for very large scenes where you don't see the hands so much, we did it by ourselves. But for like close-ups, we had like hand doubles, like real professional guys who did the real programming.
Okay, okay. And what do you think of this new and strange format of 6 episodes of 30 minutes? Do you feel that it's better because it's concise and you can have your best plot and performance on the screen? Or do you feel like the lack of some time to develop more your character?
Yeah, I mean, many fans are pretty sad that it's really quick and fast, and like how we, it's also like how we sell drugs really fast on the internet. But I kind of like it because it's more like a snack, and you can really enjoy it in a really fast time, and you're not like, oh, I have to see another episode. It's so long. It's really quick and refreshing, and I, I somehow like it.
I think the format is really cool because I think our attention span is getting so much smaller because we're so used to doing so many things at one time that, for example, I feel like with episodes that are an hour, sometimes it feels too long because after half an hour we're like, I don't know what's happening. So I think it's really cool that it's only half an hour and then you get right into the next episode and then everything feels so quick and fast and you're really caught into everything. But then I also feel like one season could maybe have like 8 episodes or even 10 because it's over so fast and then you have to wait for another season. So that's the only thing that I find kind of annoying. But then it's nice because you're so excited for the next season.
Maybe that's just what keeps people exciting for the second. For myself, I saw
Yeah.
the season recently, and I wanted more episodes, so it's working. And what can you tell us about season two and what we can expect now that Daniel is part of the gang and maybe Lisa is going to join as well by the end of the last episode? It appears it's going to be like that, but what can we expect?
So what we can expect is a lot more action and drama and a lot more crying and of course a lot more fighting because Dan is now part of the gang and he's trying to get also some money from Lenny and Mo and they're millionaires now so they have their first million on their bank account or their Bitcoin wallet and but of course, also Booba died in the first season, and his family is looking for revenge. So there will be a lot of trouble for the boys.
I can't tell much because I don't want to spoil anything, but we definitely now know that she knows about everything. But still, we don't know if she's going to get back together with Moritz or if she's going to join the business or if she doesn't want anything to do with it. So we don't know that. But what I can tell is that in the whole second season, we get more into all the characters, which I really enjoyed because I felt like in season one, everything had to be so quick and we didn't really know everyone so well, but there was so much happening. So in season two, there's definitely more time for each character to develop and to watch them, which I think is really nice to watch.
Okay, thank you. My next question is that clearly the creators they have an end in mind because you already are seeing the story told from the part where it ends, from the future, and we are finding out how we get to that point. Do you have any idea how many seasons do they have in mind for this story? If everything goes well,
I
of
have no
course.
idea. I hope there will be a lot more seasons because there's a lot more stuff that we could talk about even after the second season. I think there's much more content for further seasons. So I think even the showrunners don't really know it. They're like pretty open to it, or even go then into the future and like have the future part, the interview like in the middle, like maybe in the third or fourth season, and then continue telling the future without what's knowing what's already happening.
Okay. Uh, One of the best things about this show is that no character is 100% good or bad. Considering all that Moritz has done and why he has done what he has done, do you consider him more leaning towards the good side or the bad side of the spectrum?
I think in the second season he'll go more on the bad side. Yeah, he'll
Okay.
become a really bad guy.
Considering all that Lisa's was through, all her experiences, her decisions, would you consider her more like in the good spectrum or more a little bit on the bad side spectrum? And is that going to change throughout season two?
Ooh, that's tough. As you're saying that no one is really good or bad, we never really know, but we also never really know who they can trust. Like even with Lisa, you don't know if she's gonna tell on anyone or if she's really trustworthy. But I would say because she knows all of them for so long, she's rather on the good side because she's connected to them. But she really just wants their best. So yeah, I think she's more on the good side.
And during the show, especially during the Moritz and Jen presentation, we see for the first time a little bit about the concept of drugs, if they should be illegal, if they should be legalized. Is it something that's going to be more approached later?
Yeah, what I think is really cool that you don't just get the image of drugs are so bad, don't do them. You really get them explained, which I think also for the younger people is really good because we're not saying like do whatever you want, but we're kind of explaining what it does to you and what happens to each of the people. And then I think that's really important if you ever consider taking them to understand what they do to your body, but like in a funny way to watch, not like really just as a documentary or like an annoying thing you had in school. And that definitely continues in the second season. There are always parts where you get something explained which you didn't know about, but it's still like really fun to watch.
Okay, perfect. You show what you're meaning is like you show the good side and the bad side, and do not take any sides
Yeah, yeah,
morally in the
yeah.
show. The TV show is based on a true story, um, and some people say that the TV show is not as violent or as tough as the real story it is. Um, was this a creative choice, since, for example, the show is labeled as a comedy, or was just how you decide, the creators decided to tell that story?
Well, actually, the real story our show is based on is much more boring than our show. It's just a guy sitting in his bedroom selling drugs on the internet just by himself, without a friend or without a love story. Of course, selling drugs is pretty dangerous and can be really tough, and I think the second season will also show the really bad and dangerous sides of it.
Okay.
So I think the first season was more like a comedy and a really soft young adult show, and in season 2 there will be more action, more people getting involved.
So more darker.
Yes.
Okay, okay, perfect. So you had information about the character that you are representing, about the real life person who this story is based on, was part of your preparation for the role?
Not really. I was a little afraid to get too hard influenced by the real character, and I just wanted to found my own character like Moritz and not be influenced by the real Maximilian S. So I really did not read that much about him or talk to him.
Okay, okay. My next question is about Danilo's character, Lenny. He uses a wheelchair during the entire TV show. This had any impact on how the scenes were recorded, and you had to keep in mind certain angles of the cameras to make it work?
It's crazy that I almost forgot that he's sitting in a wheelchair while shooting, or even now thinking back, because a lot of people were asking us, "Oh, that's so cool that one of the main characters is sitting in a wheelchair," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's true." I was just like totally forgetting that because it became so normal that he's sitting in a wheelchair, and it worked pretty well with a lot of different camera angles, and it was not really like making it harder to work with the wheelchair. It was like the same as if you would stand.
Okay. One of our co-workers is a translator for Netflix, and so she already saw the second season. So this next question is about something that happens in the second season, but without spoilers. At least I didn't see the second, and they didn't consider a spoiler. Um, we know that you had to shave your head for this season.
Yes.
And we know also that for the roles that you had in movies and other TV shows, you love to do really different characters and have a really wide range of characters. But was this a hard decision for you to shave your head for this role?
Well, I think it was a really nice opportunity to do that, even in the context how we did it, because it's always a pretty big cliche, like the main character shaving his head because he's becoming a bad guy or a different guy or something like that. And we were playing with this cliche in the second season because in the end it's a really quick and short sequence and turned out to be more like a joke than being serious character development. But it's really nice, especially in second season I was allowed to do so many different things in my role and character, and it's a pretty cool show for me as an actor.
Okay. Moritz, at least during the first season, struggles between love, friendship with Lenny, or business. As you, from what you told me so far, I believe that the answer for the second season is obvious. That business is going to overshadow the other two. The other two. But on the first season, what do you think that weighs more in his life? Is it the love, the business, or friendship?
Uh, it's definitely the business. I think he would love to have it more about friendship and love, and he'll recognize even in the second season that it's not always good to think just about the business. And he's trying to do this work-life balance in the first episode of second season, but he's pretty quick. He decides to go all in for business, and his love and friendship suffers a lot.
Is this sort of triangle going to keep at war in the second season?
Yeah, I think that triangle always is in the air of everything, like not only of Lisa Moritz, but also of the other characters, because it's really hard to control, as you said, the life, business, and love. So yeah, that's definitely something that controls the second season for anything that comes up. It's always about that in the end.
Were you expecting the huge success that the show had, especially in Germany?
So why we were so successful?
Yes, if you were expecting that since you read the part and the plot.
Oh no, no, no. I was not expecting that at all. I was thinking, oh, this could be a really cute little teeny show, but I was not thinking about us becoming so successful and so many people liked it and people recognized me on the street. I was never thinking about that while shooting it. Even when it came out, I was like, oh yeah, maybe some people gonna watch it in Germany or even just in Hamburg, my hometown. But now people watching it even in South America is crazy.
It became the second German Netflix show to go worldwide.
Yeah.
So congratulations for the part that touches you. How did this impact on your life? How are you dealing with this new visibility?
I mean, I think it's really cool because normally you do something in Germany and there is no really other way to watch it anywhere else because, yeah, it's not that easy, and then most of the time it's not translated or dubbed and like only available with subtitles. So to be available with a show in like 180 countries all of a sudden is really cool, and then you get such amazing feedback, and then of course, the people who watched it, they contribute to the fact that we can do more seasons. So that's really cool. So grateful for everyone who watched it and then who's like part of the journey.
Okay, so more seasons. So you would like to be part of more than just two. Maybe there is a third one on its way.
I think I would really love it, but that's again up to the people who watch it. So if enough people watch season 2, then maybe we can do a third one.
In episode 4, if my memory doesn't fail me, I believe it was you and Fritzi that were taking some drugs, I believe like citalopram or cilatopram, something like this. And she reads a quote from a book, and your character Lisa tells that people kill themselves after that book came out to the public, after reading it. Do you know what book it was?
I think it was Die Leiden des jungen Werther from Goethe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. So I have one extra question that it does not relate to this show, but we know that you are a big fan of another German Netflix show, Dark. So we were just wondering, as a curiosity, if you were happy with the ending of the show and how the season 3 concluded its story.
I'm still not there, sadly. I'm in the middle of the third season. I was not able to continue watching it, so I can't say anything for that. But by now, I really love it. I love the characters. I love how they created Eva's world. But I'm pretty excited for the end. But I really have to take my time because we're now doing all this promo stuff for our show. But when this is done, when the second season is out tomorrow, I'm definitely going to finish Dark. So I'm sorry I can't say anything.